Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Underway with the opening kickoff. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Going to the ground. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Scott. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. The inside handoff. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Let's go. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. It's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Braswell. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
This is a design run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, he'll throw it. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To throw, it's Bailey. Grab near the sticks. It's Grove. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. To the ground with the back. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
NC State will line up with a first and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got a man. It's Morgan. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking for room, it's Knight. Plows through the defense. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And they get him down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Here comes the offense on second down. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. There he goes down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. There's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Strasburg.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. He might want another play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Black. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Tying it up. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Bailey. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Black.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Powell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On the run, it's Knight. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly complete. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Steps away to find some room. Finds his man, it's Powell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Got it in the middle. It's Scott. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Scott. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking to pass, it's Carr. Grab behind the line, it's Smith. And the 40, there he goes. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. This time he's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Powell. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Hands it off. To the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. On the run, it's Knight. At the 45, on his way. Open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Bailey. With the catch, it's Scott. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does, and that offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The sure hands, it's Morgan. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Carr. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Morgan. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Turning it on. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Bell. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. NC State will try to close the deal and run out the clock. They give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.